Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Again, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
66.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jesse James, 38 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the counter, here's Bell. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit to that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now Bell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Set. 230. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Prescott on first down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. Here we're going to 54, wide in.
Second down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. David Irving forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go now.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A give to Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47, 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. On the move to his left. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Jack 16. Hey, Black 20.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We got 46. Get out.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Under. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good game. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Get out. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
26.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, shawndu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
How Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back now in Arlington.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Daniel McCullers getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniel McCullers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. With it is Brown. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Ready? You 30.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You go 46, 46.
He's back to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
46, 46.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
On the return is Henderson.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run it.